Food safety is important since it contributes to food security, human health, agriculture, market access, tourism, economic prosperity, and sustainable development. The Ministry of Health, through the Veterinary Public Health Unit, together with other departments, provides assurance for everyone to have access to safe foods. The only way to ensure food is safe for consumption is by handling, preparing, and storing it in ways that prevent foodborne illnesses. Did you know that food becomes unsafe when it gets contaminated with food safety hazards? These hazards can be placed into three main categories: biological, chemical, and physical hazards. These types of hazards can cause a person to suffer from more than 600 diseases, ranging from food poisoning to various types of cancers. About a third of these diseases are zoonotic, which means they are transmissible between infected animals and humans. Biological hazards are living organisms such as harmful bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. However, food can also become unsafe when they encounter chemical hazards. So be careful with the usage of cleaning products, fertilizers, and pesticides. Labels must have a declaration of preservatives and allergens. Objects such as hair, fingernails, broken glass, staples, or even plastic packaging are physical hazards. Farmers must also be mindful of the abuse and misuse of antibiotics when treating food animals suffering from infections. Over time, animals can develop antimicrobial resistance to harmful germs. This resistance can be passed on to humans through unsafe food produced from the affected animals. Food safety must be maintained at all stages of the farm-to-fork food chain, and this can only be achieved with good agricultural practices on the farms and continues with good manufacturing and best practices in the production of food for sale. The stages of the food production chain include harvesting, preparation and processing, packaging, storage, and distribution for sale in shops, markets, and other places where safety must be maintained. Farms and food production establishments should ideally be in areas free of environmental contamination with easy access to adequate water supply and waste disposal. The design, layout, and suitable facilities must protect against hazard contamination. The control of the operation, including maintenance of temperature control, sanitation, personal hygiene, and training of stakeholders, are all important to ensure that food retains its wholesomeness, safety, and nutritive value throughout the production. When it comes to preparing food, it is recommended that personal protective equipment, PPE, is used by food handlers at the farm or in the processing plant, markets, retail outlets, restaurants, and other places of production and sale. Given today's global pandemic, it is advisable to also wear a face mask and maintain physical distancing for protection against COVID-19. Farmers must also adopt sustainable and suitable farming systems with improved hygiene and stress-free handling of animals. By practicing good hygiene, farmers and manufacturers can help prevent pollution to the air we breathe, our water sources, and land. But most importantly, consumers can play their part in the home by using the 5 keys to safe food. Keep it clean. Separate raw and cooked foods. Cook thoroughly. Keep food at safe temperatures. Use safe water and raw materials. Practice regular hand washing, especially when handling food, to prevent cross-contamination with hazards that can make food unsafe. Apply hygienic practices to handle, store, and prepare food. At the Veterinary Public Health Unit, the VPHU, our mandate is aimed at promoting human health by taking steps to minimize the risk of diseases transmitted between vertebrate animals and man, zoonosis, and by food derived from animals. Our relationship with other ministerial stakeholders and partners allows us to build and maintain an adequate food system and infrastructure to better manage food safety risks, in addition to how we respond to adverse events such as a disease outbreak. This approach by the VPHU improves communication and joint action to enforce local and international food hygiene requirements, which are imperative for food security, human health, economic prosperity, agriculture, market access, tourism, and sustainable development. Food safety is everybody's business. Let us all do our part to ensure that the safety of food from the farm to fork is safe for a healthy tomorrow. For more information on food safety, contact the Ministry of Health, Veterinary Public Health Unit, Lot 216 Lamaha Street, North Commingsburg, Georgetown. Telephone number 592-223-9706 or 592-223-9712.